Good everyone, it's Steve from Sneaker Tech Talk, back with another video today. For today's video, we will be taking a look at the 361 Biospeed BB performance review. So without further ado, let's take a look at the shoes. Huge shout out to 361 for sending these over, but as always, this is a video performance review on my kind of personal opinion on how these performed. You know I don't pull any punches. But without further ado, let's take a look at the performance review of these shoes, as always starting with the traction pattern. As you can see right here, you kind of have these little triangular patterns running along this outsole right here. This is a translucent variety. I'm not sure what type of rubber compound this is, but I've played about 9 hours in these thus far, and these grip the floor like insane. Like it's almost like flow foam from Under Armour, to the point where when you're making your cuts, you just come to a dead stop. Now on dirty floors, they do collect a little bit of dust, but nothing to the point where you're gonna slide out. If you give them a quick wipe, you're gonna be good to go for the next 4 or 5 plays. But I just really enjoyed my time with this. They did become a little bit squeaky after around the first hour of use, where you did have some feedback from this traction pattern right here. But just whatever rubber compound they're using here, coupled with this pattern, performs great. And it does wrap up on the medial side, similar to Kyrie models of the past. But in my experience, this is a superb indoor pattern. I don't think I would bring these outdoors, as these grooves are like insanely shallow, to the point where I think if you start wearing away some of these triangular patterns, you're gonna have some issues. But as far as indoors go, these are superb, and that's why the traction scores an amazing 9.5 out of 10. Now, as far as the cushioning goes with this shoe right here, right off the bat, this shoe reminds me of like the GT Cut from Nike, but better in my opinion, especially as far as the cushioning goes on this model right here compared to the GT Cut 3 with the Zoom X. I like this model way better. What you're getting from the brand is their CQ Quick Tech foam here. It's basically a full length ETPU style of like boost or boom foam setup, and you're getting it from heel to toe. As you can see right here, it is exposed. You do have this line right here that is kind of cut through the outsole right here. And then right here, you also have this slit right here where it just lets the foam kind of expand and contract while you're running or jumping. It is caged on the lateral side at the midfoot right here for some more containment and support, but on the medial side, it is fully uncaged. It's a very bouncy feeling underfoot, and I just love it. Like I said, I've spent around 9 hours in these thus far, and the cushioning just keeps getting better and better. And I think that's because there is this kind of portion here that runs along the side to the back to where it's fully exposed, and it just lets this foam compound just do what it's supposed to do when you're running, jumping, and just making all your movements on court. I think any play style or player can play in these because they're not too soft, but they're just bouncy enough for me, being 6'2", 215 pounds, where I think smaller players would like this cushioning setup and bigger players. And if you do pop out the insole, they do kind of have that mesh strollable board, and the ETPU foam is directly under your foot. The insole that comes with the shoe as well is kind of this more dense foam right here, so you do get some decent step-in comfort. But after I wore these through a bit, after around 3 or 4 hours, I did pop in my Move Game Day Pro insoles, and it just elevates this shoe even more. But for me, the cushioning setup on these is awesome, and I can't wait to continue to play in these for the next few weeks and months coming up. And for me, the cushion setup on these are gonna score a superb 9.5 out of 10. It's one of the best foam compound cushioning setups out right now. As far as the fit goes, I went with my standard US size 10.5 in these, and my foot is right near the end of the shoe right here, so a snug 1-to-1 fit. There's not a ton of volume right here at the top, as you can see. If you are a wide footer, I would probably recommend going up half a size, as it does taper in a lot here in the forefoot, to the point where I think if you're a wide footer, you are gonna get some pain. And for me, I went with my true to size, and my toe is right near the end, like basically touching the end of the shoe. So if you like more room within your basketball shoes, then maybe go up half a size. The fit is just very snug and secure. You have these really nice Achilles pillows at the back. The tongue is nicely padded here with this circular portion, kind of with this memory foam, and it just offers a very snug fit, and I really enjoyed my time in these. So for me, these are going to score a very solid 8.5 out of 10. As far as the materials go, now I don't remember what the price point for these are. I'll throw it up on the screen, but the materials on these are rather cheap. You're getting basically a screen mesh material with kind of this nubuck hit at the back right here with this collar that kind of folds down. Moving your way down from that, it's basically just a continued kind of screen mesh material with these fuse rands at the toe box, around the eye stay right here, and on the medial side right here for some extra durability while you're playing with these on court, indoors or outdoors. You also have kind of these fly wire strands right here on the lateral side running down the toe box and on the medial side. And then at the top couple eyelets right here, you actually have some cables that run down into the footbed as well. So you're getting a multitude of materials. The tongue is very thin and breathable with this mesh material. So for me, you're really not getting any premium materials. They just perform great on court to the point where there's really no break-in period. They're very lightweight and breathable, which I love. So for me, again, the materials aren't a standout feature on the shoe, but they get a decent 7.5 out of 10. All right, last but not least, the support of this shoe for me was superb. Starting at the back of the shoe, you do have this internal TPU heel counter, which does extend down basically into the side of the shoe. It does a great job of locking your foot in at the back of the shoe and just offering a very snug and secure fit. Moving your way down from that, you have this TPU strand right here that runs down to the lateral side all the way into the forefoot. Your foot is seated housed within that, and it also offers some stability for the cushioning at the front of the shoe. It runs from basically right here all around the back to the front. So on those hard lateral cuts, coupled with the material and these three strands right here on the internal of the shoe running down into the strobo board, when you make those hard cuts, this shoe and the suspension cables just does a superb job of preventing your foot from sliding over the side of the footbed. Just make sure you snug these shoes up nice and tight. At the bottom of the shoe, you have a carbon fiber midfoot shank plate right here that runs almost the length of the shoe, and it offers great torsional rigidity right where you need it while offering some really nice forefoot flex up front. It just really offers that really nice propelling feeling when you're running or jumping in the Biospeed BB. So for me, this is a very supportive basketball shoe in a lightweight low top package. Honestly, it reminds me of a better version of the Nike GT Cut 3 from Nike. I just think this is a better balanced shoe at a better price point. I know you can catch those GT Cut 3s for super cheap online, but I think 361 has done an amazing job with this hoop shoe as far as the support goes, and that's why they're going to score a solid 9.5 out of 10. As far as the weight goes for this shoe right here, again, in a US size 10.5 with the stock insole, they do come in at 12.4 ounces. So all things considered, in my opinion, this is a very lightweight basketball shoe. So that's going to do it for today's performance review on the Biospeed BB. You know, 361 is doing a great job with a ton of their basketball shoes where they're just offering you great basketball shoes at an affordable price point. You know, the Joker ones, I believe they're 120 USD. Those are superb on court. And for me, these are more of my play style. You know, these are great for guards or slashing centers or power forwards that want a very balanced ride as far as the traction goes, the cushioning, the support and fit are all superb on the shoe. This is a top tier basketball shoe from the brand, and I just really enjoyed my time with these on court to the point where I will be keeping these in my bag for future runs, and just when I want something that's very well balanced, lightweight and breathable, I'm going to be looking no further because the Biospeed BB is just that. But as always, if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe, that would definitely help the channel a ton. And check out my Instagram over at Sneaker Tech Talk, as it is an extension of my YouTube channel with all my pickups, basketball footage, and nostalgia as a whole. As always, thanks for watching today's video, and until next time, peace.